Jakoś wyszło.
Nie no. Jest no.
Jest...
Welcome back to Movie Flix. Today we are going to recap a 2020 romantic drama movie titled 365 Days. The life of Laura, a simple sales director, changes when she takes a trip to Sicily, but gets kidnapped by Massimo, a mafia member. Massimo keeps her hostage for 365 days to make her fall for him. Movie takes interesting turns along the story. But before we begin, please consider subscribing to our channel. Now, without wasting any further time, let's begin, shall we? Massimo watches a gorgeous woman on a bench and talks with his father, the mafia boss. After a meeting between the Mexican Mafia criminal family and black market merchants, the dealers suddenly shoot Massimo and his father. Massimo lives, but his father dies as a result of his injuries. Massimo is the Torselli Mafia's family's head for 5 years later. Laura is dissatisfied with her boyfriend Martin in Warsaw. Laura spends her 29th birthday in Italy with Martian and her best friend Olga, but after meeting Martin, goes to Etna without her. She goes for a walk and runs across Massimo, who kidnaps her. Massimo tells Laura at his villa that she was the woman on the bench 5 years ago, and that when he was injured, all he could think about was her. He kidnapped her after years of seeking and eventually spotted her, intending to hold her as a prisoner for 365 days in the hopes that she will fall in love with him, while forcibly groping her. He also promises her that he would not have sex with her without her consent. Laura teases him and then refuses to have sex with him. As they spend time together, she starts to tease him again in a hotel in Rome, and he shackles her to the bed. Massimo then forces Laura to witness him having oral sex with another lady. Following that, he claims he is going to penetrate her but changes his mind and orders her to get ready for a club. Laura flaunts herself for Massimo and his buddies at the club, which irritates him. When she starts flirting with a member from a competing mafia family, he gropes her. Massimo pulls out his firearms and Laura escorted out of the club. The next morning, she wakes up to a yacht to the sound of Massimo and his colleagues Mario bickering. Massimo admits to shooting the man's hand who had molested Laura, sparking a feud between the two families. Laura tries to apologize, but Massimo accuses her of being responsible for the situation. They argue and Laura falls into the river. By panicking, Massimo rushes to her aid. When she regains consciousness, he reveals that he was worried she would not make it and that he does not want to lose her. Laura proceeds to fillet Massimo and the two frequently engage in anal and oral intercourse. Later that evening, Massimo and Laura attend some ball party where Laura is threatened by a lady named Anna. Massimo explains that he dated Anna and informed her that he discovered Laura. He would leave, which he did when he spotted Laura at the airport. Massimo and Laura have sex again after the ball. He informs her that he is spending his time to see her and the loved ones in Warsaw and pledges to join her after completing business. Domencio, another Massimo's mafioso, tired of convincing a terrified Laura that Anna would not injure her on the way to the airport, but he gets a phone call, instructs Laura to wait in Warsaw and runs away. Laura had been meeting and waiting for Massimo in Warsaw for days with no touch. She reconnects with Olga and two of them go clubbing. She meets Martin, who says he's been looking for her to apologize. He tries to persuade her to reunite and then follows her back to her apartment where Massimo is surprisingly waiting for her. Martian departs and Laura and Massimo engage in sexual activity. Laura discovers his wounds after ongoing struggle. When she opens his shirt, she admits to him that she adores him. Massimo proposes the next morning and she accepts. She does, however, request that he kept his employment a secret from her parents, When Mario returns to Italy, he warns Massimo of escalating tensions. Laura reports feeling ill, but dismisses the idea of seeing a doctor. They talk about forthcoming wedding, which her family is not permitted to attend because she does not want them to find out what Massimo does. Massimo, on the other hand, permits Olga to be Laura's bridesmaid. Laura tells Olga she is pregnant when she pays her a visit. Olga encourages her to inform Massimo of the pregnancy. Laura calls to see if they can talk after dinner. Meanwhile, Mario receives a phone call from Torcilla informant, who informs him that the rival mafia family is planning to murder Laura. Laura's automobile drives into a tunnel but does not emerge on the other side. Mario dashes to find Massimo at Laura's phone ring. Massimo collapses as he realizes the repercussions. A police cruiser is blocking the tunnel's entrance. And this is where the movie ends, leaving us all in thrill and suspense. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, until next time.